Have you ever been frustrated by your students' chosen uses for technology? Have you ever wondered why your students didn't know how to safely or responsibly use this technology, especially when they use it so often already in their everyday lives? Here's the truth. Digital citizenship is not common sense, even though we might think that it is. We wouldn't expect our students to know how to analyze plot development, or how to add fractions, or even how to behave in groups without being taught how to do so. Yet we assume that students should know how to be safe online just because technology is such a big part of their lives already. Did you know that 78% of teens now have a cell phone, with 47% of these being smartphones? This means that our teens have more access to technology at their fingertips than they ever have before. The information is out there and easy to access, yet many students have never been told to be careful when purchasing from a site online, or to not talk to strangers, things we teach them to do in the real world and expect it to be easily transferred to the virtual world. In keeping this in mind, we normally teach new material based on prior knowledge. It is up to you to build off of what students already know about technology to show them how to behave online. But how do we teach them to be safe, to be legal, to be ethical? How do we both teach and enforce etiquette? This is where our school's Acceptable Use Policy, or AUP, comes into play. In Christina School District, our AUP is easily accessible from our district's homepage, christinak12.org. You go to the staff resources, and then you go down to technology services, and you'll be able to find the student's AUP and the staff's AUP here. We need to model safe, ethical, and legal online behavior if we want our students to act this way as well. Our purpose for having an AUP is to guide behaviors in using technological systems. This is the purpose in Christina School District, as it is in many other places. Our purpose for teaching this AUP needs to be teaching our students how to protect themselves in a virtual world. So these behaviors go beyond even just using systems. We need to teach them how to be safe, ethical, and legal. Our district aligns misbehavior online with consequences for similar behavior in our regular classroom environments. One thing we need to keep in mind as teachers is the following question. Did you teach online rules and consequences just as you taught the rules and consequences in your own classroom? Our AUP calls for teachers and students to use technology in a certain way. The basics include using technology in a way that's consistent with district academic goals, using own usernames and passwords, not intentionally destroying devices, no bullying online, no offensive images, no trespassing, and no revealing personal information. The goal is for students to be safe. In other words, trespassing in files is equated to trespassing or stealing in the regular code of conduct, and students would be punished the same way they would if they did this in the real world as well as the virtual world. Teachers can show students how to avoid these consequences by explicitly teaching them how to use technology in the first place. This is why that AUP is so important. If you've ever been frustrated with your students' use of technology, you're not alone, but you're also the answer to fix it. You are the solution.